Hey guys, welcome back to Kriya. We're your hosts, Shreya.
And Alekia.
Even though it's the beginning of April, March had so many holidays, like Respect Your Cat Day, and it also had Supreme Sacrifice Day and Freedom of Information Day, which reminds me of a story about Sri Ramanujacharya.
For sure. I'm guessing you're talking about the one where he was determined to learn a divine mantra from his guru, which resulted in him trying to get it 18 times?
Exactly. After 18 times, he finally got it, but was instructed not to tell anybody because anyone that listens to it would go straight to Vaikuntha, the eternal abode of God. But if Sri Ramanujacharya told anybody else, he would go to hell. When he was going to his guru to seek the mantra, many on the way expressed interest in learning the same from him once he got it. After getting the mantra, the first thing he did was go to the top of the temple and loudly say that he would teach this mantra's essence to anybody who was willing to learn it. Though his guru was enraged at first, he later asked him why he did that, knowing that he would go to hell. To this, Sri Ramanujacharya responded by saying that he would rather have all humanity go to Vaikuntha, and he did not mind going to hell alone.
That's definitely a great example of a supreme sacrifice for larger good above oneself and freedom of information. A recurring theme among episodes about Sri Ramanujacharya's life is equality, which is exactly why we have the Statue of Equality to honor and commemorate him. In fact, social reformers around the world consider him as a representation of the ideals of equality, because Sri Ramanujacharya's best works inspired India's freedom fighters and influential leaders, such as Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda. By the way, did you hear anything about Sahasraradi?
A little bit, but what exactly is it?
Sahasraradi was a 12-day celebration from February 2nd to February 14th. It was attended by more than 1 million people, including our own volunteers from different chapters of VT Seva USA.
Oh, wait, I remember. It commemorates Sri Ramanujacharya's birth anniversary, who was born little over 1,000 years ago. He was a pioneer of equality, philosopher for universal well-being, theologian, and a social reformer, right?
Yep, and like the historical episode we discussed earlier, he provided an informational basis for practicing bhakti, or devotion, and praying to God. It was accessible to one and all, irrespective of their background, such as diversity in gender, wealth, scholarship, and color.
In Sahasraradi celebrations, the highlight was a Vedic ritual called Sri Lakshmi Narayana Mahayajna.
This yajna was led by 5,000 priests who performed Vedic procedures for universal well-being.
Families were able to participate by volunteering their time and supporting through monetary contributions for pujas or prayers to God for well-being of one and all.
On February 5th, the Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi inaugurated the Statue of Equality, and he spent more than 5 hours at the venue and addressed the entire nation, glorifying the services of Sri Ramanujacharya in detail. Interesting fact, the statue is made of a combination of 5 metals: silver, copper, gold, zinc, and brass.
The Statue of Equality was built in honor of Sri Ramanujacharya. Actually, it was built by our very own Sri Chinajir Swamiji. It has been more than 1,000 years since he was born, and his message is still relevant to today's world. The statue is 216 feet tall and spreads the ideals of equality, which he practiced and inspired many with so many incidents and preachings.
It is the world's second tallest metallic statue in a sitting position and is a testament to Sri Ramanujacharya's knowledge and ideals.
Wow, I actually didn't know that, but I do know for a fact that the statue is composed of 54 lotus petals, underneath which there are more than 36 handcrafted elephants. In fact, Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi also mentioned that the statue serves a bigger purpose beyond inspiring future generations, and that is also enhancing India's ancient history.
I think that's the reason mainly, because Sri Ramanujacharya was an extremely open-minded person who helped thousands of people by giving them the opportunity to break free from social, economic, and educational disparities. He believed that all humans were equal and that they were entitled to being treated fairly, because of which he openly embraced people, without looking at their class, money, or race.
I know, right? People nowadays are embracing Sri Ramanuja's ideology, but they really aren't giving him enough credit. As a result, The word equality has lost its significance in today's society. The Statue of Equality was constructed for this exact reason. The ultimate goal is to inspire society and persuade them to embrace Sri Ramanuja's ideals so that society can benefit as a whole.
I think that's truly inspiring.
I totally agree. Oh, and I just remembered. Did you attend our 13th annual Darnghini festival on March 20th? Because I did.
Yeah, I did too. For those who don't know, Darnghini is a cultural and fundraising event where we celebrate all the accomplishments of VT Seva service activities by witnessing amazing performances, from skits and dances to singing and competitions.
Exactly. The goal for this year, 2022, is to sponsor the education of 200 underprivileged students from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, India. Accessibility equipment and training for 100 visually challenged students pursuing higher education in New Delhi, India, and one Anganwadi center infrastructure in Narayanpet, Telangana. You should donate generously if you haven't done it yet. But if you couldn't make it to this year for Darnghini, make sure to come and experience some fun and entertainment next year. We have so many service activities lined up for the rest of the year. So please visit www.vtsworld.org/Dallas to register.
And remember, one kind act can cause a ripple effect. Let's join in making one.
Well, that's all for today. And stay tuned in for the next episode of Kriya, in which we'll be back with an even bigger surprise for everyone. Thank you.